What's up, y'all? Welcome to the On the Come Up podcast, where creative entrepreneurs share their come up journeys that turn their passions into success. I'm your host, Kimberly, so let's get started. What is up, guys? We are back with another episode, and we are back with Kendu, the one and only Mr. Designer over here living his best life. We'll get into it. If y'all remember him from season 2, he was before the rebrand, episode 4. So we've come a long way. We both came a long way since then. It's been like over a year.
Yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. It feels like time is just it feels longer than a year though, but I love everything that you've been doing. So I gotta give you your flowers while I'm here because just me witnessing you grow throughout like that time span. I'm just like you keep leveling up and you keep pushing yourself. And I admire that. So keep doing what you're doing. So I'm like, the fact that I saw you with Funny Marco, and I was like, oh yeah, you definitely you're gonna make it for real.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate those
No
kind
problem.
words. I don't really hear a lot of like feedback or,
Yeah,
words of encouragement because I don't know, people don't really say much. And so
hey, just get them out your life for real.
so thank you so much for
Yeah,
that.
no, seriously. Like when I saw that, and when I saw you with it was Funny Marco and Bobby, right?
Hmm.
I was like, oh yes. I was like, you are destined to you're made for this. But I'm like, it's gonna get to another level, but in due time.
In due time, yes.
Yeah.
So tell us, since the last time you were on the podcast, what's changed the most for you?
A lot. A lot. I just came back from an internship. Um, Life has changed, like as a whole. Um, a lot of people that I used to, work with, I don't know, I no longer work with no more, but it's for the best. Um, I've grown a lot. Um, the brand has evolved. What else? I now work with, well, I'm an intern for a new celebrity stylist as of 2 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so
Can you say who or not yet?
oh yeah, I can. Jay Bolin. He styled like a lot of people like like the music group SWV, if you're familiar with TD Jakes, his daughter Sarah Jakes Roberts, um Tisha Campbell, a lot of the older I'm not gonna say older because a lot of them they're still young, so let me not say that. But he works with a lot of celebrities, so I'm interning for him now, and it's amazing.
That's awesome. Well, how has your creative vision evolved since we last spoke?
Hmm. I used to operate through survival mode, and now I'm just like it's about like what's aligning now.
Mhm.
So whatever aligns, I follow it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your intern with Tommy Bahama.
Uh-huh.
What was a typical day like?
Oh, okay. That was an experience in itself, I'm not even gonna lie, because just the time change, like the time zone change, it was completely different. Waking up and going to sleep at the different times, it was stressful, I ain't gonna lie. But waking up, um, 5 o'clock every morning, catching a bus because public transportation is a big thing out there. Um, And I was a intern for like a women's and technical designer. So I was shadowing the women's design team, the technical design team, just, following the life of what their job is and, you know, honestly having to do a project with other people and learn how to work and how to understand what it's like as a designer from a big brand,
Mhm.
like from a bigger brand scale. So ooh, but I applaud them because it was too much. It was too much, but it was great.
How long was it?
From it was from June until August 8th.
So it was like a good 60 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was long, but I miss Seattle though. I'm not even gonna lie. The weather is beautiful. It's not as hot, but The people are free. It's so much culture there.
Hmm.
So I was like, I low key was like, I want to go back, but
What was the most surprising part about working with them?
um, understanding how much work it takes to create one design. I thought it was just like how I can like, you know, pick a fabric, um, design like whatever, like this design here, created, boom, found your manufacturer, boom, there it is. But it's way more deeper and extensive than that. It's you have to first come up with the idea. There's big meetings that they have daily to talk about it, and then if it works, like if they approve of it, then it goes into production. And going through the production part, it's like, okay, after the production, when they get the samples, they go to the tech part and they make sure they what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with an A. It starts with an A. It's stuck on the tip of my tongue. Alterations. Make sure the alterations are correct, and if they're not, they have to go back. And then if they do, if they're approved, it's a long process. I thought that was the easiest part, but it's not. Yeah.
What was the easiest part?
The easiest part was designing. Like not when I say the designing part, it was like you have to create a mood board. I think creating the mood board for the collection that you want was the easiest part in my eyes.
Hmm.
But that whole like technical process, that was the toughest. Yeah.
Tell us a fun or memorable story from your time there.
Ooh. Pride weekend. Pride weekend was I had a ball. I had a ball because I wasn't expecting Seattle to be so free and so creative. It was like I have a video of when I went. There was like a big park and everyone is like laying in this like it looks like a soccer field. Everyone is like either just laying there, sitting there, drinking, eating, whatever, and then you look over, they have a whole like basketball court, but it's like a mosh pit going on over there, and people are carrying other people. It's like it was so crazy, but I enjoyed it so much because I was like, what is
You're like, this is not what you see
this
every
is
day.
not what I see every day, but I will say the craziest thing that I've seen is the fact that they like there's so many homeless people there and they do drugs like openly just everywhere and nobody says anything. But
Mm.
that yeah. That was the best part. I would say was like Pride weekend. There's this place called Capitol Hill. That's where it is, and it's every day something is going on. So
So that was interesting to you. Yeah.
yeah, that was the interesting part. It was that, and also the food. The food there's not much like everyday food like we have here.
Hmm.
Like you can go up the street, go to like a Chick-fil-A and Wendy's or something, or like go to a wing spot. There, it's like you have to drive 45 minutes to an hour far away or take the bus to even find a good wing spot. And I got there and I was like, where's the wings? Where the chicken?
Were you staying in downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was saying in U District. It's the like the university district where the college students stay, but it's like maybe like 10 minutes away from downtown. But I worked downtown though.
How did you so how did this intern even come about?
Ooh. So a lot of people did know I was working at the Tommy Bahama store, like part-time, silently. And it was just something to just, keep money, just, extra money in my pocket. And I was working and the day before, the day before I saw my schedule and I saw that I was supposed to have been, no, the CEO was supposed to have came to the store. But they scheduled me, the manager at the time didn't schedule me to be there when he showed up. So the day that he was scheduled to show up, he didn't. And he showed up the next day. And the next day it was myself, and it was only just myself and the other manager. And I was working in the back, just like putting things away and just not even thinking of anything. And the CEO came to the back. The CEO and the manager came to the back, and he was like, "Oh, hi." He's like, "This is Kendu," and I was like nervous. I'm like nervous and like sweating and like just and the manager was like, "Well, Kendu's into fashion," and he was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Show me." He's like, "Show me what you do." I showed him some of my like I just showed him everything, like accomplishments, accolades, like all the things. And when he saw it, he looked at me, he was like, email me right now. He was like, email me right now. And he was like, I'm going to get you connected with Bradley, who's the vice president. And after that, maybe I like the moment he left, I got on that computer that was right there and I emailed him. And the vice president emailed me and was like, we want to get you all set up for the internship. She was like, so apply. She was like, just hit apply for it so we can just go ahead and put you into the front. And that's how it happened. And then once the internship, like once I was being interviewed, I found out they like the recruiting person, he was like, yeah, you were our number one pick. And I was like, what? Me? I was like, ain't no way. But that's it was a shock, a really big shock, just
Mhm.
because just how things happen in that matter of time. But
Wow, it was kind of like divine timing
yeah,
because he didn't show up the
yeah.
day he was supposed to.
hmm I definitely that's one thing that I said was it was divine time. It had to have been because everybody showed up to work. They had everyone scheduled the day that he was supposed to have been there. Everybody's on the schedule. But the next day they had me working and I was just gonna be the only person doing everything. And then he showed up. I was like,
Right.
but
What's one lesson or skill that you learned there that you'll carry with you in your career?
hmm. The vice president told me being early is on time and on time is late. And I've carried that with me every single time. And I'm like, I would get up early, make sure everything is like my outfit is laid out the night before,
Mm-hmm.
like a kid in elementary school. Have my outfit laid out the next day. I mean the day before. Um, and I would like literally plan my entire day in my head, like as I'm getting ready for bed. So when it's that time for me, whatever I have something now, I'm like, all right, get up early, because early to me, like some days I don't get up till like 10 in the morning, and the day is already started for other people. But that's definitely my biggest takeaway. Yeah.
I- I've heard of that before. Have you, is that your first time you've heard of that?
No, it wasn't, but I didn't take that seriously before.
Hmm.
At first, I was like,
Whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. But hearing it from her and knowing and seeing how passionate she was towards us, and so caring, how caring she was, I was like, and she's so respected. Like every person that, and when she walked in the room, every person sat up straight, and everybody was like, so after hearing it from her, and plus I found out she was a Virgo too, and I was like, okay, you ate that. You ate that. So I respect. So that made me sit up straight because it made me push myself into the person that I know that I can be. So I was like, okay, it's only right.
To listen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's next for your brand?
Um, right now, right now, I working on a new collection titled Revenge. Um, I have some vinyls coming out with that collection, with those collections. Well, three vinyls. They're collection vinyls, like collection playlists that I associate with the collections that inspires me throughout. So these are songs and playlists that I listen to daily until I'm ready to put out my projects. Um, I have a short film coming out. It's like a promo short film. Um,
Was it for the brand?
yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Thank you. So that, and I'm in the process of putting together a fashion event. Can't say what. No, I can't. I'm putting together a fashion party.
Okay.
So
And then you did mention that you're doing this new intern.
yes. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The J Bola internship. But that's not associated with my brand. It's just something to help me creatively and professionally.
Mm.
So, but with that for the brand, that's what's coming. I'm also in the works of a cologne collaboration with a company. I can't say their names yet, but
Wow, you got a lot
yeah,
on your list.
yeah. I
Mm.
met them in Seattle, and I'm actually I'm actually wearing them now. But I met them in Seattle, and they were like, "Let's talk collaboration." I'm like, absolutely. So
Do
that's
you think being out there opened a lot more doors for you?
yeah,
It has.
yeah. I I didn't understand how important LinkedIn was until I met the CEO and until I was in Seattle. When I was in Seattle, they were on us every day about making sure that you have connections with everybody in the building before you leave. It was like, before you leave, at least have 300 invites or like get connected with 300 people. Not 300, that's too many. It was like, they was basically saying 300, but it wasn't that many. But they said basic, like, have a lot of connections before you leave. And when I was leaving or in the process of leaving Seattle, I was on LinkedIn every day.
Mm.
And the moment that I posted a picture on my LinkedIn, that it was a picture of myself, the other other three interns, and the vice president. Like, people they're still blowing up my LinkedIn right now. Even I found out the Skechers like director just followed me, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, if y'all want me to design a shoe, hey, I could do that. But yeah,
Oh, maybe I should take LinkedIn seriously because
you
I
don't have
don't.
LinkedIn?
No, like I don't have an account. I
Get
need
on LinkedIn, girl.
somebody had asked me before, like, do you have LinkedIn? I was like, no.
Get on LinkedIn.
I didn't know it was like that. Like,
Mhm. That's where like the CEOs and vice presidents of brands are. Like,
mm-hmm.
when you put your like resume up there, your work history and everything. That's how.
it, that's how. Yeah, that's the top, like professional business
Yeah,
kind. Yeah, I
yeah.
see what you mean. If you could design for any brand after Tommy Bahama, who would it be?
Oh, Balenciaga.
You knew that one.
Balenciaga immediately. Balenciaga, um, and Off White.
Why? Because are they?
I love streetwear, but Balenciaga is such an iconic house that when Demna was there, you saw a lot of he brought a lot of different creativity to Balenciaga to from what they are originally known for. Oh, and Scapa. No, yeah, and Scapa. No, not never mind. Not Scaparelli. Not yet. But what he brought to Balenciaga was mind blowing. It was different. It was crazy. It was whimsical. And when I saw it, I was like, damn. I mean, excuse me. I was like, when if he could do it, I could do it. And what was the other brand? Off White. Off White, because just Virgil himself is just like an inspiration to just me being a, young black streetwear designer. So I would love to either work with the team or collaborate with him. So, oh, and K Swiss.
K Swiss.
Yeah, I'm looking because
What y'all know about K Swiss?
right, like K Swiss right now, like I've been following K Swiss like on Instagram and LinkedIn and following the president of K Swiss on LinkedIn too. And they have been doing like they've been putting out some dope stuff. But I was like, I haven't seen or heard from K Swiss in a long time. And I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot, which I did. I shot my shot on like my Instagram story one day, and I was like, I'm manifesting this K Swiss collab or something, and they liked the story, and I was like, wait. And then I found the what's his name, Barney Waters. I found him. He's the president of K Swiss right now. I've been on him like white on rice because I want that collab.
Did you have a pair when you were younger?
Oh, absolutely.
Same.
I used to have the box, that red and white, red, blue, and white box with the K-Swiss sticker. My dad stayed having me in K-Swiss. So yeah,
I didn't know they were still like coming out with stuff.
I didn't either.
Yeah, because you don't see like ads or commercials from them.
No, I think they're very quiet. Like they're quiet, but they're still like making noise. But I saw it, I was like, and a brand called Averex, like too, but they're silently still putting out stuff. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
I
good
did,
to know.
yeah.
So for this revenge collection, it's a part of the Art for Play.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all didn't know, we mentioned this in our first episode, but his brand is called the Art for Play. So it's just a different collection on to
Yes,
that.
yes. It's a it's this collection, all of my collections are reflections of where I am in my personal life. And I also wanted to reflect people, as they're going through their changes or transformations. So revenge is not like not coming from a place of I gotta get you back, but it's like I've went through so much like trauma and healing and rebuilding myself and shedding old layers of myself. So now I'm in this place where I'm like reclaiming like myself. I'm reclaiming like the power that I have within myself and reclaiming like my narrative in life and also showing people like the people that didn't believe my journey or didn't believe in me as I was like growing. It's not me to get back, but it's to get to a point like get like elevate so high in life that those people who did doubt me, they don't matter anymore. So it's like me gaining this entire new confidence and shedding that extra layer to get to that place where like, look, I've worked hard, I've done what I needed to do, I've done the self work. I mean, like the self healing and deep work, and now I'm at a place where it's like I'm just ready for whatever aligns right now.
I
So
love that.
thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna play a little this or that designer edition.
Okay.
Okay. A minimal or bold and loud.
Bold and loud. I'm like,
Yeah, like look at me. Designing for comfort or making a statement.
making a statement.
Silk or denim.
Mm, denim,
Neutral tones or bright colors.
bright colors,
Music or silence when you're creating.
music.
Music.
That is the only way I can. Well, it has to be silent around me, but music helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what typically from this past, like since the last time I've seen you, like what have you taken away the most in
Mm,
your journey?
stop doubting myself and just do it. Because I used to be, I can admit that I missed a lot of good opportunities because of me getting in my own way and doubting whatever comes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I won the Texas Streetwear Designer of the Year in October, and before I even went, I didn't show up. I mean, I wasn't going to show up because I was doubting myself. And then I had people in my ear telling me like, "I don't think you should go. I don't think you should do it. I think you." I was like, "What? I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my
Mm-hmm.
friend." And it crippled me. It crippled me for like a few months, and like mentally and emotionally, it crippled me for a few months because I was like, "Dang, do I really not deserve like what's coming to me?" And my fiance
I saw that. I saw the ring on the finger.
Yeah, my fiance was like, "No, we're going.
Hmm.
We're going, and we're doing this." And he's definitely he plays a big role in my life to help me become the person that I know I can be. But yeah, that played a big part in it. But that's one thing that I've learned.
Well, congrats to you in
Thank you.
many ways than one.
Thank you.
But yeah, I've been keeping up with you as well, and I do admire your journey. And
Thank
the
you.
Tommy Bahama was like, that's amazing.
Thank
So
you.
good for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I hope you get all the interns and you get to work with K Swiss. You heard?
Okay, thank you. So I truly appreciate that, but I also gotta, like I said in the beginning, I have to give it back to you and give you your flowers as well because a lot of people aren't as consistent as you are.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you show up in many different ways, like when I saw you at Fort Worth Fashion Week, I was like, what? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You putting yourself out there, you show up, you be consistent, you interview amazing people with amazing stories. And the fact that you take the time to do that on a consistent basis, it's like it's destined for you to become the person that you know you can be. So I'm genuinely proud of you, and I'm always rooting for you no matter what. Every time I see you, I'll just be like, okay, what's next? I'm ready to see. I'm like, come on. But I'm genuinely proud of your journey as well.
Thank you so much, Kendu. And thank you so much for coming back on and sharing your part two with us. I love that we're creatively flowing.
Hmm.
That was kind of a tongue twister for me.
It's like,
I love the flowing. So I appreciate it so much for you coming back on here and sharing your journey again. And
yeah,
y'all stay tuned for everything Kendu has to offer. And, you know, we got a new collection, Revenge.
yeah.
Let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Kendu for Plays, KNDUIVPLAY. Um, let's see, because I do not want y'all to find my TikTok and be embarrassed. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram there. You can find my clothing brand Instagram at ArtIVPly. It's ArtIVPly, not PLAY, but because that's my old one. Y'all see all my old stuff. But that's where you can find me.
Thank you guys so much, YouTube fam. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and we hope you have a great week. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks.